listening to the THC Show, 2 hotheads on cannabis, with your hosts, Steve Epstein,
not afraid,
and Mike Cad.
You will be. You will
OnRegularRadio.com.
I got another question for you. We've been, there's all this hip-hop conspiracy stuff going on. Have you seen some of this on YouTube?
Yeah, I'd be watching that stuff, but I don't believe in none of that.
Yeah, that's what I wondered. Because some of them, I noticed that some of the videos, these guys bootleg these videos and they use your music, and it's kind of interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did notice that there was some video there about the Illuminati, and they used one of my quotes, I think, or something. I mean, to me, like, I got a good friend of mine who, she's, like, all about it. Like, she believes in it and everything, and she believes everything that they say, and I'm always trying to tell her, like, man, that ain't real. You know what I mean? Like, to me, there's no way that, like, Jay-Z could be part of the secret society. Like, I mean, no offense to Jay-Z, but he's just a rapper. Like, he really... Nobody that major to be doing that. You know what I'm saying?
I think that, if there's anything going on, it's above them. Like, these guys aren't, it's not, it's the corporations themselves.
Let's leave.
But that's a different
conspiracy
subject.
Stuff.
No, I'm just interested. It's an interesting question because that comes up. He's Termanology. I got another question for you. I see DJ Premier is now doing music for Christina Aguilera and some of these other huge names. You've done songs with him. Is there any type of thing, like, I don't know how this works. I'm an outsider. Is there any type of chance that you would ever end up on a Christina Aguilera CD or something like that because of the relationship? Does that happen, or how does that work?
I mean, I think there's a chance, but I mean, it's all like, it's crazy, man. Like, with the rap game, like, it's all fate, You just kind of really never know what's going to happen. Like, I mean, last week I was chilling with Bun B, and I was like, hey, what's up, Bun? What you doing tomorrow? And he's like, oh, I'm shooting a video with Drake. So I was like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
So he's like, yeah, I'm flying to Houston, and I'm doing that. So I said, joking around, I said, hey, what if I flew to Houston tomorrow, just booked a flight right now? Would you introduce me to Drake and put me in the video? Just kidding around. And he's like, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I was like, what? So I just booked the flight, and I went to Houston, and now it's, now I'm in the Drake video acting with Bun B. So it's like, you just never know. Sometimes you're in the right place at the right time. And
whether you can actually, book that flight and get there. I mean, that's the problem for a lot of us a lot of times. It's finding that time.
Right, and I mean, it's not like I always have that much money where I could do that. But at that time, I had just came off tour, and I had a little money, and I was like, you know what? For me to spend $1,500 or whatever, on this flight and this little 2-day trip is well worth it to go
to meet
be
Drake.
in a Drake video, to meet Drake, like be introduced to him by Bun B, So it's like, I mean, if I was gonna get on the Christina Aguilera CD, I'm sure it would have to be something similar to that with Preem.
Yeah,
but it's not out of the question, and that's the cool thing, man. It's like, because you never know what's gonna happen.
I like what you say to people. Don't be a rapper. I agree with that. Tupac used to say that to people. Don't be a rapper. Don't be a hacker. Be all these other things that we need. But for you, I say keep being a rapper, man. Or MC. I don't know what you call yourself, but you got something, man. I love your spirit. I love your words. Everything about it.
Thanks, man.
Steve, do you have a question? I have one more question.
Okay, you have one more question.
When you're on tour, you going to Europe and all these other places, and even in the U.S., are there certain cities that are hard to find weed at, and some that are just there all the time? I want to know how.
Yeah,
hard.
definitely. I mean, we could talk about the U.S. if you want, but I'd rather talk about Europe. In Europe, like, there's some places where you cannot find weed at all. Like, it's not even a thing. Like, they don't even smoke.
Name names, damn it.
Yeah, where?
It's crazy. Like, I mean, certain parts of Spain, certain parts of, like, Italy. Like, some of those places I was at, and, like, it's crazy. Like, I'm there, and it's, like, impossible. Like, barely any weed anywhere. Like, maybe you could get hash. And then you have to just kind of, like, break it up and, like, just roll, like, a whole joint of hash. Like, it's kind of crazy. So.
What about Croatia and Japan? You've been there.
I mean, I haven't been to Japan yet, but from what I've heard in Japan, that's like really illegal. Like, the government kind of like runs it over there, and you have to be like down with these like.
Yeah, you can be that way in a small island where most people have to fly in.
Yeah. They'll kill you.
Right, and then, to me, I don't even know if I would want to smoke in Japan, because I think in China and Japan, they got like real crazy laws. Where
I agree with you.
For like 5 years for that.
Yeah, you got to be real careful. I think they got Paul McCartney over in Japan, didn't they?
My DJ Deadeye got locked up in Sweden. We were in Sweden, and he was smoking a blunt, and these two cops pulled up, and they're like, "Hey, what do you got there?" And he's like, what? So then they locked him up. They took all our money. It was crazy.
That sucks.
Yeah. And how are the audiences in these unfree places? How are the audiences? How are the shows?
Oh, crazy, man. So much better than America usually. Just because they don't have the same type of hip-hop. They don't really have hip-hop. Like, over here, hip-hop's very oversaturated. It's on the radio everywhere. It's on TV. Everybody's emulating it. And, like, over there, it's way different. It's like there's a need for it still. There's a demand for it. So it's crazy.
I could see it in those videos when you put out those, well, not even you, just people who are at the shows, they put out. You have a lot of videos from fans, and I love that, too. Every time you go to Europe, it's like you can see the difference in the crowd. It's true.
We're going back out there February for a whole month, so I can't wait, because every time we go out there, we're getting bigger and bigger as artists, so the crowds are getting bigger. And we're signing iPods now at like every show, signing phones and signing body parts and sneakers. So
didn't you? I got another question. Didn't you just chart on iTunes too with this 1982?
Yeah. I think we ended up at number 13 on iTunes.
Well, you didn't end up. We can still get you high.
Yeah, we want to at least get you up to like number 4, because that's close to 420, I guess.
No, that would be great.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of competition out there, and there's a lot of people with a lot of money behind them.
Yeah.
We actually have no money behind us. So
that's the thing about you. You're doing it with just doing it. Like
no money.
Yeah.
No budget.
The talent. You got it. You and the people that you find. I don't know. This is the other thing. The video.
I have a suggestion, Michael.
I don't know what you're doing, but
why don't we listen to Termanology? Still waiting, and come back and find out where people might be able to see him in December and January before he heads off to Europe.
I think so. How's that sound, Term?
Sounds good, man. Let's get it.
All right. Do you want to? All right.
So let's get it in. To hit my life, I'm still waiting for Pippin White to flip tonight. Still.
That was Termanology. We've played a couple Termanology songs. We started out earlier with "You Should Go Home," and that was Still Waiting. Those are both new. I believe. I know that one definitely is new. It's 1982. I think they're both from 1982, actually. The new CD with Static Selector, you can get that on iTunes. It's also on Amazon. It's everywhere. You can check out his website. He's got a website. You just put in Termanology, and he'll immediately come up on Google. He's got some shows upcoming. We are in honor of Termanology. I'm actually going to give away a CD that Termanology gave me, and I believe it has the next song that we have upcoming, which is a cover song that is related to one of the questions I had today. But it's called 50 Bodies, 2 Static Selector, DJ Deadeye. We got some other CDs I announced earlier, Madeline, When Pigs Fly, a DVD, a movie. We also have Trip from Amber Ladd. We have some mask can stickers. We have a stash container from Green University. We have a T-shirt, Who is Mike Can? And we have a Far Out magazine, and a pin from Pennsylvania.
The question is, who is Mike Can? I know the answer.
No, that's not the question. We're going to do a question on Termanology today. The question, because we want to see who's listening, who's been paying attention, and the question is this: name one producer that Termanology has worked with recently. Just name one. He's worked with a number of big ones. And if you want to win this entire package, you call up at 617-606-4122. And you do that now.
On unregularradio.com.
Do we have any phone calls? No, we're not getting your phone. This
Terminology, call
what do I
back.
have to do? Give out money? I mean, this
Well,
is a huge
the way I
package.
figure it, you're giving away at least $5 worth of merchandise there.
More
right?
than that. More than that. The T-shirt alone is worth at least $15, and the CD.
The
this is
T-shirt
a-
alone,
This is a Termanology
wholesale.
CD.
We talking wholesale, retail, or discount?
This is a CD you can't get anywhere right now. I don't think so. And it's worth it. 617-606
Term.
122.
Term, call back in.
Something.
We have a caller?
No.
No. What's
Term.
going on?
Something's going on.
Something's going on?
Yeah.
Oh, we got crickets going on. Oh, we had callers earlier when we had. Oh,
Nothing.
you got nothing.
We got nothing. No
I
callers.
think our people all got baked on the same medical that I was smoking, and just I don't know.
I don't know.
Can we get someone to run across and do a fake phone call and like win?
No, well, I brought something interesting.
Where are you now, Spencer? Where are you now, Spencer?
Yeah, where's Spencer now when we need him?
Where's DJ Slim? Where's where are my Terminology friends? Well, we also Steve Epstein's throwing in a book.
No, I am not.
Well, he was gonna throw in the first copy.
Not
And
a
Emperor's Wear
fucking
No Clothes.
chance. This
Wait,
is an original
you know what?
edition.
There
It ain't
should
going
be a
nowhere.
High Times magazine around here too that we could give away,
Yeah.
like one of the original copies. But I don't think we should do that.
Well,
Plug our sponsor.
Motormind.
Motormind is our sponsor.
No, it's the station sponsor.
Oh,
not
it's the
just our
station sponsor.
But yeah, technically, I would say they're our sponsor too. Yes.
Yeah, Motormind. What's
I'm drinking it now,
Motormind?
so it's sponsoring me right
That
now.
is the berry, the new berry that came out. What is it called again? Blueberry or mountain
Berry blue.
We have
Berry
a phone
blue.
call.
Oh, we do have a phone call. Hey,
Who am I talking to? Steve and Mike again?
yes,
Yes.
this is Spencer.
All right, Spencer, you know the answer to the question?
What is the question? I'm out driving around right now.
Oh man, I don't think you're gonna pass, Spencer.
Well, let's quiz him.
All right, Spencer. The question is, if you don't get this right, Steven's gonna yell at you.
No, I'm not.
but not listen.
All right,
No,
all right,
I'm
let's
not.
try this.
The question is, we just had an interview with Terminology. We were playing his music. Name a producer that Terminology has recently worked with.
A producer, DJ Premier.
Oh, you got it. Spencer, you win. Who is Mike Canty?
Mike, you doubted him.
A bunch of other things.
You doubted him.
I know, I did.
Love Terminology, ST the squad for
Yeah.
everyone down in Boston.
That's what I'm talking about. All right. Spencer.
It's funny how these rappers be thinking they're so hot, but they have no guap, they're my little robots. I am Mr. Machine, you and I will make a team, and we will get ourselves, I mean myself, a lot of cream. I'll get you pennies and you'll be making me dumb funds. In other words, I'll be porking you in your bum bum. You wanna get up out that ghetto that you come from? We'll make a decision and don't make it a dumb one. Think big, compromise your integrity, and I promise one day you'll become a celebrity. Trust me, I will never cross you like the letter T. Now do everything I tell you and just let it be. I'll get you features and production from the big shots, and you will be forever indebted if your shit flops. Commercialized, don't try and save hip-hop. Matter of fact, why don't you try sounding like Big Pop or Jay-Z? All the records fly up off the shelf. Just make sure that you sound like anybody but yourself. It's just the nature of the business, don't be mad at it. Now make it hit before I drop you like a bad habit.
Do you want to get high? Does everybody want to get high? I want to get high. So fucking high. Do you want to get high? So fucking high. Throw your weed leaf in the air like this. This is the new weed leaf sign. So when you're at a Cypress show or any rap group who talks about weed, go like this. This means you're a stony motherfucker.